This Olympiad examination helps for a better foundation of a subject, better understanding of a subject, and reasoning ability will be improved in a better way.
Our programs helps the student to increase their academic performance along with the reasoning ability, which is a base for any competitive exams to get an entry into institutions like IIT and IIM.
More than 200 employees working for this Olympiad exam in-house and thousands of coordinators across India, they are working for us. Here we have a separate departments for SME, curriculum design section, processing unit, printing unit, and the overall strategy planning unit.
The book reading session had a great impact on me, which I will never forget. The 1 hour session was very enhancing and left a deep impression on me. I learned that the school books are not just for our exams, but it is for our knowledge too. I also learned that we should use the internet wisely so that we can benefit from it. It is a lifetime achievement for me, and ma'am's words are still in my mind.
Professionally, I am a national level cricket player and embody the spirit of teamwork and leadership qualities. Apart from that, I like to read books which tells us about the atrocities of war, the political game, and the change in geography and culture over a period of time. I also like to cook, and I am trying to learn new vocational skills like knitting and tailoring.
My hobbies include drawing, specifically charcoal sketches and oil paintings. I'm very fond of singing English songs, and I also play the guitar. I have been an avid reader since the age of 5. I like reading horror novels, thrillers, dystopian fantasy books. I also write. I'm a published author of the book The Other Side, published by Om Books International when I was 13.
I've been practicing karate for nearly 9 years and have a first dan black belt. I'm an international level player. I'm passionate about cubing and solving different mods of the Rubik's Cube. I enjoy cycling, photography, and have a growing interest in the workings of the stock market, where I analyze and follow different trends and strategies.
One of my hobbies that really shapes who I am as a person is reading. I love reading. I have since I was in 2nd grade, and I think my passion for reading also created my hobby for writing. I love writing, especially short stories and poetry. I also enjoy cooking. I feel it has a very grounding effect on me and makes me value the food I eat more. I also enjoy playing table tennis and doing puzzles.
I love the book And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie because it is a masterclass in mystery and suspense. The plot is brilliantly crafted with unexpected twists that kept me hooked from the very first page to the last. I admire how she creates such an intense atmosphere where every character seems suspicious. Her writing style is simple yet so powerful, making the story easy to follow but impossible to predict. I love the way she explores human nature and guilt throughout the story.
For my hobbies, I go swimming regularly and do art, which has helped to develop my sense of discipline. I have also been reading since 2nd grade, particularly historical, fictional, and utopian books, which has helped to develop my understanding of what the world was like before me and what it may be long after I am gone.
Favorite book is Refugee, published by Alan Gratz, which mainly revolves around 3 characters, each from 3 different eras. Firstly, from early Nazi Germany, secondly, from 1980s Cuba, and thirdly, from modern-day Syria, which tells us about the after effects of war on the normal civilians.
I have 2 favorite books. The first is my book The Other Side, which is a horror adventure novel, and it is very close to my heart. My other favorite book is the Infernal Devices series, part of the Shadowhunter universe written by Cassandra Clare. I absolutely love the characters in the book. It is set in 18th century London and follows the story of these creatures who are half humans, half angels, whose mission is to fight demons.
My favorite book is Enigma by Robert Harris, a brilliant historical thriller set during World War II about British codebreakers racing against time to crack Nazi communications while dealing with betrayal from within. I also enjoy reading a range of authors such as Lee Child, John Grisham, Robin Cook, and Alistair MacLean, along with Indian writers such as Arundhati Roy and Dr. H. Jaishankar.
My current favorite book is The Day I Became a Runner by Sohini Chattopadhyay. It is a non-fiction collection of short stories that explores the history of India through the lens of sport, specifically running. Through personal instances and stories of legendary runners such as P.T. Usha, I think the book captures the evolution of women's role in Indian society in a very unique and captivating manner.
I love the book And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie because it is a masterclass in mystery and suspense. The plot is brilliantly crafted with unexpected twists that kept me hooked from the very first page to the last. I admire how she creates such an intense atmosphere where every character seems suspicious. Her writing style is simple yet so powerful, making the story easy to follow but impossible to predict. I love the way she explores human nature and guilt throughout the story.
My favorite book is The Theory of Everything, written by Stephen Hawking. In it, he goes over a wide range of topics regarding the history of astrophysics, from the creation of the universe to a single, unobtainable equation that would unify physics, the theory of everything.
Chet Harima. We welcome our children and we welcome your mummy. Happy Mother's Day, Mother's Day में Daddy's Day, Family Day. So, happy day. Ma bless you. Mummy, Anji, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all of you children. Happy Mother's Day. I've heard your videos. You seem to be very, very bright children. All from the similar school, Springdale's Delhi?
Yes.
All
Yes,
from the
ma'am.
same school? Springdale's which branch? Pusa or where?
Pusa Road.
Okay, Springdale's Pusa Road. Who's your principal these days?
Dr. Mala Gupta.
Acha. Very nice. But you're all very bright. You're all reading, you're writing, you're cooking, you're learning art. You're very, very bright. What makes you so bright? What makes you so bright? I want to ask you, Inna, what
These
makes
are
you
our
bright?
passions. So
Yeah.
like we enjoy following them, of course. And it's not been forced upon us. It's something that comes from the heart.
Yeah. And what makes it come from the heart? Is your parents telling you or your school inspiring you?
I think it's something, for me at least, it's intrinsic. Everything, all my hobbies are something that's been a natural desire in me to do these things. It's something natural and it can't be changed or forced upon me.
Are the parents inspiring you? Is the home
Of
environment?
course, definitely. They're always encouraging me to pursue my hobbies and interests.
Right. No wonder. So it's the home environment and your parents inspiring you.
Yes, definitely.
Who more together, mother, father together, or who more or less?
Both of them are amazing in their own ways and they always inspire me. My mom's more encouraging, as in she believes that anything is possible if we put our hearts to it. And then both of them, of course, ensure that it comes true if it's truly something I want.
I'm very happy to hear that. Sana, what about you? What makes you so inspired, etc.? Sana?
Maybe the hobbies come from growing around people who cultivate those, especially like you were asking. My parents have instilled a hobby of reading and writing. Both of them enjoy doing that. And also in schools, we have a lot of competitions that encourage stuff like this. We have competitions within our classrooms and discussions and debates within classrooms, within our houses, etc. So all of that really creates an interest, and it furthers that already interest that might exist.
So are there many, many girls like you, girls and boys like you? Or
Yes,
equally inspired like that? Is that the
yeah,
culture?
a lot of people.
Huh?
A lot of people in our school, at least, and the people that I talk to, they're very
interested, everyone's inspired, everyone wants to do something in their lives. There's a lot of passion.
Excellent. I'm so happy to hear that. Ikram, you tell me, Ikram Marwa.
Yes,
Ikram,
ma'am.
you read Refugee, and you're
Yes,
also very fond of cooking, stitching,
yes.
tailoring. That's very rare for. So, what makes you like all this?
Ma'am, I think it's somewhere my maternal grandmother and my mother who have inspired me to be like this. They do not differentiate between the genders, and they're teaching my sister how to, drive, and how to do all the labor work that men are supposed to do. And I am somewhere in the kitchen making food and helping my mother out.
Very good. So, you're being prepared for life holistically, that
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
do anything for yourself, not looking at whether a girl could do or a boy could do. You can do whatever you need to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. So, what do you cook?
Ma'am, anything that I know and my mother has taught me, and somewhere there are online recipes on YouTube and Google nowadays. So, with the help of I can cook anything, I believe.
Wow. And you loved reading Refugee.
Yes, ma'am, I loved reading Refugee, how it talks about the three different eras and how the author has cultivated all of them together in the end.
Very good. These kinds of readings will really expand your thinking, your perceptions, your intellect, your
Yes.
emotional quotient. All of these are very enriching. Yuk Dargan, all of you from New Delhi. Great. So Yuk, what about you?
Uh, yes, ma'am. And uh, I don't know
You're
where to
reading
start.
you're reading a lot on history, right?
Yes, ma'am. A little bit of history, mostly authors like William Dalrymple. I don't know how to say that last name, but his books are quite insightful over what period of time I'm interested in.
So you must be watching closely what's happening now, because it's all going to be history one day.
Of course,
You
who
are seeing
isn't?
living history. You're all living this history. And one day it will be part of the history chapter.
And I just hope that somewhere in that chapter my name is mentioned.
How? In what way?
Hopefully, good. I'd prefer not to be mentioned in a cynical way if possible.
You want to
But
make history. So, what would you, if you were given a chance, what would you like to go down as history? What would you like to do that makes history for you?
definitely sort of a more, how should I put this? Uh, Sort of a more benevolent person. I feel like I'm already quite social. I'm helping people who I meet randomly. So uh, I prefer to end up on that somewhere.
So, historically, to be remembered and known as a very good human being who is out there
Yes,
to
ma'am.
do things for others. So, that means you're looking probably social activism,
Yes, ma'am.
could be, because you're reading a lot history. Sukhmani, you
Yes, ma'am.
too, you too are a great reader. Do you write also, Sukhmani?
Ma'am, I do try to write, but I am thinking I think that I'm not there yet that I can really write well. I think it's the journey that I'm a part of right now. I think my school really plays a very important role in my reading and writing both, because since I have joined Spring Gales, there has been this atmosphere which really wants, it really inspires me to read in a way. There are people talking about things. There are so many, there's so much exposure that we're given by the school to actually work towards something, be it in any field. But for me, it has been towards reading and writing. So there's, as Sana also mentioned, like debates and discussions that are happening, the clubs which are running. So the atmosphere really makes you want to work towards it. I think I am still in the way to learn and read more.
Do you have a writing class in the school? Do you have a Do you have a reading, of course? Do you have a writing period sometimes to say write a paragraph, write this, write?
No, ma'am, not really. It's just if you are really interested in something, we have something called clubs in our school. So if you join the club you are interested in, so there's an elocution club which if you are interested in writing, you join that club and they make you write things and they make you aware about things which are happening, like maybe different forms of writing as well, writing poems, writing slam poetry, writing articles, writing news reports or something like that. So if you're there's no specific period for writing, but if you're interested we obviously have things to do related to that.
So maybe you could have a writing club, writers
Ma'am,
club.
we do have it.
Right.
We are also working towards a debate, forming a debate team and a debate club as well, in which we'll write and also speak.
And Anya, are you people part of writers club? But you're all writers. Some of you are authors already. Nia?
Ma'am, we do have a literature club, and of course, it organizes several activities regarding novels, books, and other things related to writing. And in our school, we also have several assemblies and events for, let's say, there's a special occasion. So we make sure to have an assembly dedicated to that, where almost all of us get to speak something. And whatever we speak, we write on our own. So it really puts us in that atmosphere of, writing and then speaking whatever we have written. It gives us confidence as well. So yes, we're always in that ecosystem.
Right. Nia, you are in stock market. How strange. Pretty good young age to be in stock market. Nia, can you switch on the mic? Yeah. Answer.
Yes, Bache.
You already in stock market.
Sorry. I am exploring and I'm really interested in the workings. Yes, I've started reading the Economic Times.
Have you done some investments of your pocket money?
Not yet. I was planning to, and I'm pretty sure I'll do it in the summer vacations when I can explore more.
That's a good. So you will probably go into the land of in the areas of finance.
I was thinking more of economics, but yes, finance and economics.
That's very good. Very rarely have I come across a young group like this young person who's interested in already stock market. So you'll probably be Warren Buffett one day?
I'm not sure, but yes, I will try.
Yeah, why not? You could be the young lady who could be a billionaire Warren Buffett, who has stocks and stocks and stocks. And he does long-term investments. Have you read about him?
Yes, I have. He's like a empire.
You can follow him on his social media messages. And he's planning to donate. In fact, he's already appointed a successor and donate his all his billion wealth onwards. So read about him. If you're already, all of you could have a mentor. While you're all very creative, find a mentor whom you can track. See, you're the person you can track, and then go beyond that person. So it's a good idea. Whatever your talent is, find the target, find the mentor, and then track that and read the biography all about him on him or her in the Wikipedias or Googles or in Chat GPTs or artificial intelligence. What do you think, all of you? As writers, as authors, of course, then you will go beyond them. Okay, so today's Mother's Day.
It's good to take inspiration.
Yeah, that's right. It's inspiration. Okay, today's Mother's Day, and that's what we're celebrating. And as Saida mentioned, in our theme of the session today of the book reading 142 is Mother's Day. So let's have all of you talk about what does mother mean to you? How does she? How do you feel? How do you look at her? What does she do? How is she changing your lives? How do you feel? How much do you? Uh, let's see your impressions. Ilana, may I begin with you?
Of course, ma'am. So, as you asked me earlier, also, my mom is someone who's always been by my side since I was young. I cannot imagine a time when she was not constantly with me and constantly talking to me, and we weren't constantly together. She doesn't work, and so she's always been with me
No, no, mummy
since
works. No, 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 mummy works.
works
But
at
works
home. But
works
yeah,
not
she
to
works.
earn outside. Yeah, she works from
Yeah, she
home.
doesn't work outside. I always say that she works with me like I'm her full time job because I've never taken tuitions ever in my life, and I'm in 12th standard now because she's always been the one to teach me. And I'm a science student, so that's a big feat in itself that she still teaches me. And I'd say I'm doing well academically. All of my success, I'd say, is attributed to her. It's thanks to her. Even when I published my book, The Other Side, we thought that it's something difficult to do. Of course, I was a 13-year-old at the time. Sorry, an 11-year-old at the time. And then when I had just finished writing my book, and we weren't sure where it was going to go, if it was possible to get it published, but my mom always thought that no, if she's done something like this, it's necessary that we make sure the world sees it, the world sees the capability that she has. So she's always believed in me, she's always been my best friend, and it's because of her that I am where I am now.
So how much how if you have an emotional issue and distractions, would you share with your mom?
Of course, I share everything with her. Like,
Lovely.
can't share everything with your friends or other people, but I know I always have a person I can go to if I have any trouble. And if I'm in some sort of trouble, I might get scolded, but I know that at the end of the day, she's always there for me, and she's always thinking the best for me and wants the best for me.
I think that's great because sometimes we don't discuss with our mother, knowing her response and not wanting that kind of response, and therefore you hold it back.
Yes, ma'am.
So what
But
did
I've
you
never
do?
faced that issue with my mom. She's always been around me, and I am sometimes scared of going to her if I, especially if I've done something wrong and if I'm in some sort of trouble. But I know that she'll just scold me for some time. She'll be angry for some time, and but it'll always go back to the way it's always been between us because that's just our dynamic. That's just how close we are.
How wonderful. Sana, what do you think? What tell us about your relationship with your mother?
I've been told that I'm like my mother in many ways, and my mother, she's a very courageous woman, and she teaches me a lot. She teaches me how to be empathetic, how to value the things around me, how to be a strong person. And like you were asking if people are comfortable sharing things with their mother, I have had like emotional issues and situations where I've turned to my mother, and I'm a very anxious person actually. And during exam time and board stress, which we had 2 years ago, I think, I used to go to my mother's room and I used to sleep with her because I couldn't like focus. I was very scared constantly. And she was always a sort of guiding light for me. And she's always taught me to be empathetic, to value what I have, and a guiding light, really. And I think, like your session today says, my mother, my mentor, I really want to be like her. I aspire to be like my mother, and I aspire to be as generous and happy and thoughtful as she is.
Is she working outside the home also? Is she most of the time at home?
No, she is a housewife, but she also works. We have a business, so she's also a part of that. But she works both sides.
She's working from home or she's working also outside home?
She works from home, and she also is a housewife.
So how does she work from home? How does she has a workplace of her own, and does she have timelines to work from home?
Yeah, she has timelines. This is actually a study room, so she works here, and we know that we don't disturb her during her study work time and etc. But she manages it very well.
That's a modern Indian woman. That's a modern Indian mother who's combining even more home plus work from home plus work from home. And that's a new evolving corporate world as well, where she's handling both priorities at the same time, juggling time very well. When does she work from home, her business? When you people have gone to school?
Yeah, she works at my father's company only, so there's a lot of flexibility there. But usually in the school hours, so she has time to attend to us. But we manage on our own also. We don't tend to like get in the middle of her work.
What do you do on your own and not depend on your mummy?
Like sometimes we don't disturb her about like when the where the food is or stuff like that. So we like get our clothes on our own. We eat food and all of that on our own. But yeah, we do tend to go to her for schoolwork and help with homework and projects and stuff like that.
Ikram, what about you?
Yes, ma'am. My mother is a teacher by profession, and I believe she is a teacher in real life. She's taught me about the chapter of life with love, with honesty, and kindness. I tend to be a strategic thinker. Even the slightest of things, I tend to strategize and overthink. कि ऐसे होगा, like क्या करना चाहिए. And I always go to my mother. She always has one line. If you're thinking about two things, always go for the second one, because if you were sure about the first, you would have never thought about the second. And I believe that's true, because if the first one was really our solution, we would never have another opportunity or another angle at the problem. And she's always been there. I've played cricket for about 10 years of my life, from waking up at 4:30 in the morning to get me ready, then drop me off, and then get me back as well, managing her work and managing the household. I have a younger sister, and I also have a grandfather, so managing him as well. That's what my mother does, and I'm very proud of her. And that's it, ma'am.
How lovely. That's the biggest blessings to have mothers like these. The way I've heard Inanya, Sana, Ikram, you're truly blessed to have mothers like the kinds
Yes.
you have. You're very blessed. Okay, let's hear you.
And I'd say my mother is extremely humble, extremely empathetic, and uh, I've been told I have grown up to be exactly like her. So when I was a child, I was much more rowdy than I am today, and over time, I feel like I've really taken after her calm demeanor. I have taken after her humility, and I hope I've taken after her sense of empathy as well, but uh, I know I'm not there yet. And she definitely works more than anyone else in the house, both for herself and for the entire family. And
Is your mummy also working from outside the home or has more time at home?
she isn't working somewhere else currently, but she's planning to after my 12th, so from next year.
You got other siblings?
Yes, ma'am, I have an elder sister.
Elder. Acha. What role does she play?
She doesn't really play much of a role in the house. Arguably, she doesn't have time to play that role. She comes back from college around 7:30 ish. So yeah.
Oh, she's almost she can mentor you because she's quite old, a senior to you in
Yeah,
age.
my hobby of reading, I'd say, has come from her book collection originally in first, second grade. I started sneaking those out of her room and reading those. So that's definitely something that she
She's
has.
almost like a mother to you because as you grow, you'd see elder sisters become like mothers.
Yes, ma'am. She is 3 years older, so basically a second mother to me.
Yeah, yeah. You call her by name or do you call her by Didi?
Uh, It depends on how she's acting at the moment.
How she's acting. You mean to say when she's kind to you, then you say Didi. When she's not kind to you, then you call her by name.
Yes, ma'am. I feel like that's it.
Huh? Tell her.
I feel like
Tell
that's
us.
every Indian sibling.
That's like a naughty boy. You call her by name when she's not when she's angry or otherwise, and call her Didi when she's kind to you. Is it naughty boy?
Arguably the opposite. When she's angry, I call her Didi so she calms down, and when she's calm, I call her by name.
How nice. How lovely. Lovely hearing. Great. Supani, what about you?
I have a very amazing relationship with my mom. It's like she always seems to know what I need, even like before I know it myself. It's like she's always been there for me. She's like I'm reassured of the fact that I have someone to fall back on. It's never that I'm alone in any situation possible. Whenever I need comfort, advice, or reassurance, I know if I go to that one person, she will have the exact words, the exact thing to say to me that will calm me down. So it's just amazing, and like it makes me feel so lucky to have that I have my mom with me at all times. And given the situation, whatever, even if she is not feeling well, she will make sure that I am all right. It happens that I usually have a habit of studying late at night where I don't even sleep. So she's there with me. She's up the entire night. She wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning, but if I am sleeping at 5 o'clock in the morning, she will be there the entire night. She will be there with me. She will not sleep. Make sure that I eat if I'm not sleeping. And these moments make me feel so like I should value her so much. And what big of a role that she's playing in my life.
How lovely. These are permanent memories, children. These are such permanent memories. They'll never ever leave you. And as you grow, you will see, you'll go back to these memories and they'll all be visions for you. So these are permanent frames of memories in your etched in your memory. It's wonderful. You're truly blessed. Do you realize that these are blessings of life when you have mothers like this?
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me hear Nia.
Yes, ma'am. Firstly, I can vouch for what Yuk said. Yes, that is true Indian sibling behavior. As for me, I have a very limited social circle, so my mom plays a very vital role in it. And yes, I recently gave the boards, so she has never been one to pressure me or force me to do anything. So she was the one who was saying that अच्छा करने तो लोगों को बोलने तो हम बोल देंगे boards है, but she never pressured me once, never during exams कि पढ़ लो, and yes, she's just been constant and she's never begrudged against anything, and she's always supported me.
What is the vision each one of you has received from your mother? Beginning with you, Aina. What is the vision your mom has given to you
Sorry, ma'am,
about
could
you?
you just repeat?
What is the vision your mother has given you, Inaya?
My
A vision with
I
your mom
say that always
about you.
believing in myself and knowing that anything is possible, because oftentimes we tend to think that person has all those things for him or going for her, and like that's why they could achieve what they did. But my mom told me that I have everything I need to be successful. So I just need to believe in myself, and anything is possible if I'm truly working towards that goal. And also, like, I should never be envious of anyone or jealous of anyone. I should always be admire that person for what they've done for themselves, and if they have something I don't, I should work towards it. There's no reason for me to envy another person. It's I should always be content with myself and work towards wherever I want to go. So that's something I've she's always instilled in me. She's never directly said it. Her actions speak speak for themselves, and I'm constantly around her. So I tend to emulate a lot of her behavior. I tend to emulate her habits and how she speaks. So I'd say she's been a constant presence in my life, and everything I am today, it's because of her.
Sana, you, what's a vision mummy has given you?
I think the way she sees me is also like a vision only. She sees me as someone courageous. She sees me as someone empathetic. She sees me as someone who is a strong person, who will stand up for themselves and what they believe in. And I think those values that she thinks that I am worthy of um, asserting myself with are something that I really look up to. And the ideals that she gives me and that she constantly lives up to herself are something that really helps me as a person. I think her vision of who I am is a very helpful way to be or a way to look up to.
You about Ikram?
Sorry?
Ma'am, the vision that my mother has given me is that to be your true self, do what you believe in, and do what comes from the heart. She always says that लोगों का काम होता है बोलना, लोग तो बोलेंगे. Do what you feel is right and do what comes from within. You should always believe in yourself, and somewhere I think my mother has stood up for that. And I really like the dialogue मेरे पास माँ है, because mother is everything that you need in your life. Everything. If you do not have any resources, your mother will bring it for you, and somewhere that is very true.
Yeah, lovely dialogue of Amitabh Bachchan. तुम्हारे पास क्या है? बोले मेरे पास माँ है. मेरे पास माँ है. How lovely. Okay. You, what about you?
Ma'am, the vision my mother has given me is that I am human and all humans are created equal. So if I am struggling to do something that I know I should be able to do, it's likely because of some a flaw in my own working and something I can improve upon myself. So it leads to me uh, not viewing life as something that, oh, he was just born better than me, he was born into a richer family, and that if they could do it with enough work, so could I. So it's allowed me to gain much more insight upon my own self and how I should be working.
Supani, you are brilliant. All of you sharing so beautifully. Supani?
I think with time I've started having more of a pessimistic approach to things, but my mom has always made me see the brighter side of things. She's always added a optimistic approach to things. So she makes sure that I am not only thinking about the bad things, but also seeing what I have, what I value, what I have, and be kind and courageous enough to value my own opinions and voice them out properly as well.
So, what is the time you people you connect with your mom? Any time of the day, or there is a time, or when there is accessible time, or is it after school or a holiday, or what? What is it any time, or is it chatting around on the dinner table? What happens?
For me, it's
Whenever
constantly. I'm always around her, so I'm always connecting with her, like throughout my day, except for the 6 hours of school. I'm always with her constantly. So yeah, we're always connecting throughout the day. It's very natural for us, and we
Yes,
have never
Supani?
been apart for, I'd say, more than 3 days. I think we've always been together. Vacations, anything, all the time. And I think it's recently that I went for a school competition to Dehradun when we were actually apart for 3 days. So other than that, I don't think we've been apart from each other. So she's a constant presence in my life. So we're always bonding.
Supani, you were saying something?
Yes, ma'am. I was saying that whenever it's not a specific time that I need with my mom to connect with her, it's whatever conversation I'm having. It can be about what clothes I should wear to a party or what we'll be having for dinner tonight. It's always such a wholesome conversation that it makes me feel very nice whenever I'm talking to her. It makes me feel very heard, and sharing the same things together is just so nice.
Nia? Nia?
नहीं बच्चे
Something
Yes,
that
yes.
my mother is always stressed upon is trust. And that something from childhood, she always said that whatever you do, don't break someone's trust. And secondly, it's more of agar deadline दी है तो make sure you complete it. So if someone to, let's say, post a message by 5:30, make sure you've posted the message before 5:30. Make sure you respect everyone else's time. And also at the same time, don't simply allow people to walk over you. Assert yourself without stepping on others.
So they constantly giving you these value messages. Saina, you want to say something?
जी तृप्ति मैम को बुलाना है तृप्ति मैम has helped us coordinate all of
Okay.
this.
Okay. Hi,
Namaskar,
Tripti.
ma'am. Good evening. Hi.
Good evening.
It's really an honor, ma'am, for all of us to be a part of this. And I am Tripti Malhotra, the school social worker of Springdale School. Yes, ma'am.
You got very bright children.
I
They
am a
look
mother
waking.
of. Ma'am, they were all very forthcoming and very responsible, and I was very confident about them. And that is all, ma'am. They're really good in their all aspects, and they all are doing a great job, ma'am.
Yeah.
And
You're all
all of
shaping
them
them.
yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Ma'am, all of them contribute majorly to the social work projects also of our school. So I just want to share that our school runs a very active and consistent in its efforts a social work department where we are trying to empower as much as we can.
It is apparent.
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of social work do these children do outside the school also?
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, our one of our key projects is Adopt a Grand project, where we have adopted 32 grandmothers in our nearby village, which is Dasghara. So, we do a monthly ration distribution drive with them. Then they are very much well integrated. So, they come to our school for various workshops. So, like recently, they came to school for a pickle making workshop. So, they taught our home science students, how to make a pickle. Now that pickle was sold as part of our carnival, and whatever fund was procured, that was used for their upliftment only. And so we that is one of our key projects. We celebrated a Labor Day, so all of our students contributed a portion of their pocket money, and we gifted Mayur jugs to all the support staff. All our students made thank you cards for them. So it was a very full of participation. Everybody well participated in it, and entire school from junior to senior all were a part of this. So, ma'am, we keep doing things. We do health mela for them. We do blood donation camp. We cater very well to the Let's Learn students, which are the economically underprivileged students of our school. And we do a lot of contribution drives for the NGOs as well, and so many other things, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sana, you wanted to say something?
We'll call another lovely blessed child, Atrija. She's from the Olympiad, so she'll also join us.
Can I? Let's do that. Hi. Hi, Adrija. You from the Olympiad?
Yes, ma'am.
In, tell us about Olympiad.
Ma'am, I've been giving this IT Olympiad since class 4. That means 2022. So this has been a great experience for me. The questions in this exam are just so suitable for our standard. They are not too hard or too easy. They're just the medium. I mean, every student who are participating will have a nice experience. So That's it.
Tell the children about Indian Talent Olympiad. Has any one of you heard about Indian Talent Olympiad, friends? Okay. Now, tell them about Adrija. Adrija,
So
tell
this
them.
Olympiad, this consists of two rounds. So first is the qualifier round, and the students who qualify in this round gets uh, promoted to the next round, which is the final round, and whoever does the better in it gets a recognition. So if you rank from 1 to 10, you will be a state topper, and 10 to 20, you get an excellence award, and the others who didn't achieve any rank but still they're doing great, they get a merit certificate.
Tell us about the subjects they've taken. What do you mean by rounds? Tell us, is it subject wise? What is it?
And the subjects are general knowledge, English, mathematics, science, and essay writing, Hindi, and many more, and social science. So I think the general knowledge exam is a bit off because the questions are not really suitable. I mean, for like this year I attended the exam, and currently I'm in class 7, so I didn't expect the questions to be that much of that higher grade. So it was kind of not just for our syllabus.
So it increases your larger general knowledge.
Yes.
So, and you receive online papers to study?
No, I have been studying
How do you
through the
become
books
a
only.
member? How do you become a member of the Indian Talent Olympiad?
Through the
How did you
exams.
become? How did you become a member of the Indian Talent Olympiad?
I'm not a member of the Indian Talent Olympiad. I'm just a participant.
Right. How did you start that?
I started them in 2022 when my father first told me about this.
Right. And so once you became a member, you start to receive question papers and you start to take online examination. Is that it?
Yes.
And then you were assessed by it?
And the
You were,
organization.
you were assessed by it, and you got scholarships and merit points by it. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that means over and above what you do in school, it starts increasing your knowledge about the subject you're working on. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
That's what, Tripti, this is what we're doing. This Indian Talent Olympiad.
All right, ma'am.
It's a good idea to have a look at it.
Okay, ma'am.
In the schools,
Ma'am, we'll look
then
into it, yeah.
look at it, because I've attended some of their events, and
Okay.
very, very bright children. They make children even brighter. So
All
while
right.
being in school, the Indian Talent Olympiad prepares you for the subject further up. That means you're preparing yourself without any pressure, and I think very minimal pressure.
Understood, ma'am.
But in enhances, yeah, look at it. There's no harm.
Yes, ma'am. Surely, ma'am. We'll look into it.
Saina, you want to say something more?
I just want to step in right now and talk to them. I need to. Ma
Go
bless
ahead.
you. Ma Thari bless your bond with your parents. Your home and your parents are your sacred space. So Ma bless that bond. What I want to say to you is, you're all very good children. You're all very blessed children. Children, you're going to be known by your fruit. Do you sense what I'm saying? You will be known by your fruit. What does that mean? You all will be known by your fruit. You will be known by your actions. You will be known by your conduct. You will be known by your choices. And the greatest gift you can give your mommy and your daddy is a healthy fruit. It's what you're going to do with your own life. while yes, it's great to be ambitious but your daily life, the more you will look after your daily life, the more you will make nourishing, nurturing choices for yourself, उतना ही आप उनको सुकून दोगे. तो आपने बहुत सक्षम बनना है और अपने जीवन के जो आपके उद्देश्य हैं उनको बहुत पाक रखना है, उनको बहुत पवित्र रखना है. मैं सब बच्चों को बोलती हूँ कि आप एक बीज की तरह हो, बिकॉज व्हाट इज अ सीड? अ सीड इज पोटेंशियल. आपने ना बीज से बनना है एक छाया देने वाला वृक्ष. आपने एक छाया देने वाला वृक्ष बनना है बीज से. वो होगा द रियल मदर्स डे, फादर्स डे, फैमिली डे गिफ्ट टू योर पेरेंट्स. वहां सारा ध्यान लगाओ, रोज रिफ्लेक्ट करो, ये मेरी जर्नी ऑफ लाइफ है, उसमें सब कुछ आ जाएगा. तो सोचना. एंड माधारी bless you, and bless your mummies and daddies and your home.
Well, as a concluding message and talking to you, I've been thinking, reflecting on this Mother's Day, that if I were to relive my life with my mother, with my mom, and when I was small, and if I were to relive, what could have I done better? I'm asking myself while talking to you. I would have done one thing very interesting after hearing all of you, is I would have run a logbook of mine. What did my mother tell me today? I just write, even if it's 2 lines, because this is a very permanent log memory, my interaction with my mother today. So write a diary, start writing, even if it's 2 lines. What did my mother say to me today? My guidance. Because that would be very useful as you grow and as you even outlive, because you're all going to grow and grow. And therefore, while mummy is also growing, so are you. But you have a longer life. You'll be outliving your mothers. We all outlive our parents, don't we? We all outlive our parents. And that's a very difficult thing to accept. So what is the best memory we can keep for ourselves of our mothers? The more we love is write every day, what did she tell you today? Or what is it that you felt today concerning your mama? That's called your mummy's diary. And that's your personal diary. Imagine if I had it. My God, it would have been the biggest treasure I would have ever had. That would have been my most treasured treasure. At the moment, I remember a few things of my mummy here and there. But amazing, if I had 365 days into so many years of my life, what would have been? A treasure. So I would think, because we all forget, sometimes we forget that, and we remember very few. If I would say to you, if you would ask me, you have a few questions, but I'm focusing on this question. If you were to ask me this question, ma'am, if you were to relive your life with your mother, what is that one thing differently you will do? I would maintain a logbook. Or what did my mummy tell me today? And which I'll never want to forget. That means your mummy stays with you all your life. Your mom is with you all your life through her sayings. And you can put these as quotations. You can put it as quotes. Mummy's words. My mummy's words. So they echo. Right? They echo. So your mummy's words echo with you all your life. What a treasure you will have. Would you like to do that? On this Mother's Day, start a logbook of a diary, exclusively my mother's diary. My mom speaks. You see, we say my mom speaks to me. And here, starting from Mother's Day to Mother's Day. And you know what? How you will listen to her, how you interpret her, will be your age difference. You will also see your own growth. And you'll also see a growth of the what kind of guidance mommy is giving you. And if you are ever in doubt, go back to that diary. Go back to that diary. Oh, on this day, I asked my mommy said this to me. So you can go back to your mummy's sayings. So if I were to relive, which I can't relive now, it's gone. But I can only share my learnings with you. What is the lesson I could live from my life? Even today I was in an event, and I was, the event today which I went for in Teen Murti place was Saman event, where they were giving unsung heroes. They gave an award to unsung heroes, and they asked me to speak a few words. Do you know what I said in that event? I said, for me, my unsung hero is my mother. None of you know the name of my mother. I told the audience. None of you know the name of my mother. She is the unsung hero for me, because she is the one who took care of me when I was dog tired, when I returned 24/7 work. She's the one who gave me the comfort. She's the one who inspired me. She's the one who gave me the vision. She's the one who gave me the energy. She's the one who gave me that dream of being self-reliant and being what I want, what I became later. But if I had documented it page by page, her sayings as casual sayings, but they were very important sayings, I would have so many conversations of my mother as my treasure. So I would say, go ahead, from this Mother's Day, retain the treasures of your mother and document them, and go back and flip them. These are your treasures, which you put them in your library one by one, one by one. And whenever in doubt, open that page. They will be treasures. And all of you are writers. Most of you are writers and readers. This will become a rarest of the rare book document if you wish to publish it one day. Okay, friends? Okay, children? So lots of love. Happy Mother's Day. You're very blessed. God is kind to you. To be blessed with such wonderful mothers. And thank you for joining our show, Tripti. And thank you for
so
your
much,
school,
ma'am.
Springdale
Yes, ma'am.
Sprucer Road School. I've been to your school earlier years. I know
Yes,
the founder of your school. I'd actually met her in
Yes,
that
ma'am.
school many years ago. So wish you well. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Saina and Shakira
Yes, ma'am.
and Shivani and Sujata for putting a team together behind the scene.
Bless
Thank
you. Bless you
Thank
all.
you. God bless you.
Ma
Thank
Happy
you, ma'am.
Mother's Day.
Jai
Happy
Bhari.
Mommy's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am,
Thank
and
you.
happy
You will
Mother's Day
stay
to you.
connected. You will keep getting messages. You will stay connected. We'll be celebrating events together as the book reading programs of batch
All right, ma'am.
142. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I
Thank
want
you.
to
Thank
thank
you, ma'am.
Talent, Indian Talent Olympiad for having joined us as well. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Bye.
खुश रहो, खुश रहो, ऐसे खुश रहो.